Alright, should be up now. Okay. Welcome to the Short Shot Archery live stream. Back again. I think this is day 4. I might have gotten the wrong day, but anyway, we're here. The weather turned out to be pretty good today, so yep, we're shooting arrows. So it looks like they moved all the forecasts for all the bad weather. It's supposed to be tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow we won't have a live stream because it'll be raining all day. We will see. Supposedly it's supposed to start raining later today. But so far the sky looks pretty good. You know, got a few nice puffy clouds up there, but mostly blue sky. And it feels pretty good. You know, you're not getting that usually we're around where I live, when the weather starts getting bad, the wind really kicks up and you just get this really harsh wind. And right now we just have this nice light breeze going through the woods here. So yeah, I would say there's not a storm for at least a few hours, and the live stream will be well done by then. So yeah, pretty cool. Glad that worked out for the streaming today. How's everybody doing? Any fun archery adventures, archery news? I did put up that a new video today with it's pretty much a comparison between arrogance and confidence in archery, just like my thoughts on it, and you know my take on the topic. I'm looking to see if anybody has any comments on that. On that video. I think it should be interesting. It's at least putting, I'm just looking to put an idea out there, get people talking about it. So is anybody excited about the next World Cup coming up? I think is it this weekend? No, it's not this weekend. Oh yeah, never mind. It's right after SoCal. I forgot. So there's so for those people that don't live in the U.S., there's a USAT, a USA archery team qualifying event next weekend, and then the weekend, or the week I guess after that, immediately starts World Cup in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. So everybody's going to go and fly to California for the USAT event, and then obviously our top 4 for each division are going to go and fly or drive, probably fly over to Salt Lake City, Utah, pretty much immediately after the tournament, I would guess, or close to it. It might not. There may be no point in going home. It'll only be, I guess, a couple days. Plus, they have the whole facility out there anyway. But yeah, anybody excited for the World Cup there? I know they've done Salt Lake before, but it's, you know, as somebody that lives in the United States, it's nice to have it at least near your country. But since most of the shoots are usually in, you know, Europe or Asia. But yeah, that'd be cool if they would expand out the World Cup even further. I know there's only so many days or so many weekends in the summer, but still, that would be interesting to see an even broader circuit. Of course, I'm sure some of the people that work at World Archery are like, no, you know how much work it takes to run these things. Like, I'm sure they would love to have more, but yeah, I'm sure the work that goes into setting them up and just the organization, you know, within that particular country and then within their own organization to get everything there and ready, it's gotta be a pretty big feat. So. I don't know, it would be really cool to see, though, if they added, like, if they doubled it, that would be pretty wild. But, of course, I feel like we'd also, at the same point in time, we would need better, or more coverage of the shoot, more than just the medal matches. Just so that you would get, you know, a larger audience from the particular area holding the event and, you know, globally online and stuff. But I don't know, you know. I come up with a lot of ideas and I just kind of throw them out there sometimes. But yeah. Way too long on that one. All right. So for anybody who's on who doesn't know, this is the Short Shot Archery live stream, the Let's Shoot Archery Together. We hang out, we chat. If anybody's got any questions, I answer them. If you know, there's just questions in general, you know, archery related, we just talk about them here. I try to do this every day at about 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not on the East Coast of the United States, then yeah, you're gonna have to do some math. But other than that, try to do it every day as long as the weather's good, because I can't do this in the rain. The electronics will not be too happy with me. They'll also be probably dead. And it'll probably be hard for me to do when I'm at like tournaments away from home, because I am doing this from my house. And Wi-Fi packages to run this setup are not in the finances right now. But that would be something interesting maybe in the future. We will see. But basically, this is my normal practice time. So I'm just sharing it with you guys on a live stream. All right, so that wraps up that end, and excuse me, I'm gonna go down, pick up those arrows, and I'll be back, and we'll shoot some more. So, a little break here. All right, we are back. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Not a good setup on that one. the Kim Woo-jin adjusting glasses theory. Okay, so I wear sunglasses a lot when I'm shooting, and I don't adjust them every shot, but they will move some on my face, and I'll adjust them because there's like a certain spot that I guess I'm used to having them sit on my face, and I just instinctively, usually push them, adjust them up and back so that they sit on that area of my face that I'm used to having them sit on. So I think it's the same thing for Kim. When I was younger, I used to wear glasses for many years, up until I was about 12 years old or say. So I probably had glasses for a good 5-6 years, somewhere around there. Anyway, I remember that I would, I'd wear them all the time because I couldn't see well, and I wasn't shooting at that point in time. Right as I got rid of my glasses, I got contacts, and then I started shooting archery. But basically, it was the same case. I was so used to the glasses sitting a certain way on my face, and seeing out of them, I guess, a certain way. Because if they're too high or too low, you get like different amounts of light in, and you get different like sun glare and things like that. So I'm guessing it's a similar thing to him. It's definitely a comfort thing. He likes them sitting on his face a certain way, and then maybe it's a little bit of a perception thing on how he sees maybe not quite how he sees the target, but maybe a small effect there, where if they're not like sitting comfortably on his face, then maybe when he sets up, something just feels off. It looks a little off. So then that's when he does his instinctive reset of his glasses, because I think it puts him at ease, and then it makes him confident that everything's all set up right on. Glasses are in the right spot. I can do my my shot process now. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to it. I highly doubt he's like trying to utilize them as some way to aim better. I think now I want to say that's just all skill on his part. Other than that, I don't know. That's a good one. Definitely him just like fixing them every time is probably just habit at this point. Figure the man's probably shooting. Who knows? He might shoot like 250,000 arrows plus a year. It could be something ridiculous like that. Because you figure I don't know the math off the top of my head, but I want to say it was like 200 arrows almost every day is something like 60,000 shots a year. Somebody's going to do the math and say I'm way off. But anyway, I bet you he's doing 100,000 plus without a problem. Because I've talked to people that were from Korea, and they're like, no, they do like 600 arrows, probably on average daily, sometimes less, sometimes significantly more. So I don't know. It's definitely just a habit for him. I don't know. Is there? That's interesting though. Is there other theories about that? Because I haven't really heard from people. I keep a lookout on World Archery through all my friends on Facebook and Instagram and things like that to see news stories, because everybody, in a way, everybody's their own little reporter. When they hear something that they don't think is going to cause too much of a, so they just think it's neat. Oh, look at this. They'll post it online, and then it's okay, let's see what everybody's talking about here. So yeah, I haven't really heard anything, at least through the groups of people that I'm friends with. So yeah, if you do have more information, I would be really interested in hearing about it, especially if there's some really interesting theories involving it. I could see somebody thinking that he's using he's using his glasses as some kind of aiming aid, which I don't think's against the rules anyway, because it's on person, and I really don't think it would it would really help you. Because you'd be too worried about trying to make sure things lined up, like with your glasses or whatever. I think it would be more of a distraction than an actual aid in, shooting ability, especially since he definitely demonstrates a very high level of shooting ability. Clip that one. Kind of moved a little bit on that shot. Still working on my front shoulder and holding my hand in the proper position so that my wrist doesn't bend in, so that I could still use my back appropriately. Because if my wrist bends in, then, I lose all or most of my ability to use my back to shoot the shot, expand and shoot the shot. So yes, that's what I'm still working on. It's definitely improved since the live stream on Thursday. Yeah, since the live stream on Thursday, there's definitely been an improvement. I feel an improvement at least. I don't know if the video shows that there's an improvement, but as a person, I definitely feel like it's gotten better over the last couple of days, and that's what I'm going to continue to work on until my coach has me work on something different. Mosquito. You ready to see it?
I don't see it now, but
We got some bugs in the woods. But it is very difficult to shoot when you got one like flying pretty much in your ear and so yeah, I gotta sit down for those because it's just I have not reached that level of concentration yet that I can just ignore that because it's so distracting. Yep. Front shoulder moved. Sort of. was going so good last end. Alright. You gotta focus back on that front shoulder. Gotta keep it down, where it's supposed to be. It likes to go up and then towards the back, and then I gain a lot of space on the end of my clicker. Alright, that was better. It seemed like a lot of people were really happy or really enjoyed watching the bow customization video with, thanks to Connor Sorley and how he had that nice splatter effect on his riser. So that's really cool. I'm glad everybody liked that. I'll try to do more as I see people with like unique equipment and stuff. I personally don't have anything nothing too crazy on my bow. At one point I used to paint logos of companies, the equipment I was using on my bow case, but I've switched bow cases to the Win-Win one. It was on an SKB case and I switched to a Win-and-Win case, and I decided not to put anything on that, trying to see if I can get a few less questions and inquiries from the airlines, which seems to be 50-50. Sometimes they ask, sometimes they don't. It's kind of a test I'm doing. But yeah, so if anybody else has got some cool customization stuff, and especially if you travel to a US related event, it would be really cool to do a video about them, and I'm more than happy to tell people, that you're the person that, came up with this, or at least say, hey, look at this bow, this person did this with it, It's great to share all these really cool creative things with the archery community. So I'm going to go and pick up some arrows now, and we'll be back shooting in just a moment. All right, I'm back, and let's go and shoot another end. I want to check something real quick on here, so just a moment. All right. Anyway, let's get back to shooting. I was told there's a slight echo on the audio, so it may be picking up. I got two microphones technically, because this laptop down here has a built-in webcam that we're not using. I have a camera set up that obviously we can see each other, but the camera has a mic, but the laptop technically has a mic too, so it may be picking up audio from the laptop. I'll figure it out later. Let's get back to shooting. Right. There we go. That was better. I feel like archery is so rewarding, especially when you're doing things correctly, like they're working well for you. I feel like you get a really great feedback when the bow shoots, and then of course if it hits about where you want it in the target too, that's always an added bonus. For me, the shot itself is definitely more important than the result, because I can always change the result with moving my sight to wherever the group is. So it feels really great when you're making good shots. Oh, also as a note, if just let people know, if some of your questions are really good, not that I need a million questions, but if some of them are good, I will be making them into little short videos from this live stream, as long as I answer them well, if I think I answered them well. And then that way, your question will help other archers that maybe have a similar question. So, thank you for being a part of this. You guys are really helping the archery community in your own way. So I do really appreciate that, because I know when I was a brand new archer, and even now, I'm always looking for information on things that maybe I don't understand. So yeah, it's really great that I think this live stream can really help the archery community worldwide too, not even just in the United States. I know we've had viewers from several different countries now, so it's really great that this has been helping out, or at least giving entertainment to a very broad audience. So thanks. For the most part, all the shots that I have to set down, usually at this point right now, are all related to my bow arm. I really don't feel like it's too much my like hand position and keeping some tension in the right spots on my hand. So at least that's a good thing. At least it's not like all over the place. Not too bad. Look up, he'll be happy about that one. See, there was almost no holding time on that. For some people, it might actually be too quick. It was pretty quick by my standards. I am working on trying to shoot quicker shots, but I definitely don't want to rush myself, because then you just cause yourself to have like unnecessary errors because, well, you're rushing yourself. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Anybody else have anything they would like to talk about? If not, that's cool. I'll see what's going on like some of the other like World Archery and stuff, and see if I have anything interesting that's going on in the archery world right now. And we could always discuss that. That was alright. I feel like my front shoulder was moving in some. But it doesn't look too bad down there. I don't know. If it's good, I'll take a picture for you guys and I'll bring it back up. I don't have a second camera set up yet. So if you haven't been here for the other live streams, I've explained it, but I'll explain it again, which is cool. I'm shooting 70 meters, so that is a lot of wire to wire in a camera. And I don't know, I haven't looked into exactly how to pull that off yet. Or the other option was Wi-Fi. But the problem is this current setup that I'm using right now to talk to you guys is already going over Wi-Fi. So that's a lot of Wi-Fi, and you know, I'm already pretty far away from my router. Like if I was back probably another 10 meters, you know, 10 yards, you know, somewhere around there, I would probably not be able to do this. And I know down by the target is weaker than it is here, so I don't know if the Wi-Fi is going to really work. So we will have to see about that. I really do want to set one up. Not that, you know, I'm shooting the most incredible groups, but generally I am, you know, red and in, so 7s to 10s, and then, you know, depending on what I'm working on, like, if I'm working on, say, like, only one thing that week, and it's something easy, then I'll have some really tight groups. Like, I don't think the group down there is that bad right now, but it depends on what my coach has me working on. Because generally, overall, I am improving, but of course, when you try to fix something, you know, your groups expand a little bit until you really start, you know, getting that change in form or technique, you know, worked into your overall shooting, your overall shot. So yeah, for the most part, I'll be like 8s and in, sometimes strictly gold. So, you know, not too bad, you know, shooting wise, but I would like to share that with you guys so that you can see some of these more questionable shots that I shoot, that I either go and get like a 7, or I'll go and pull out like a 10x. So I think you'll find that entertaining. And I'll also stick it probably somewhere in the corner. I don't know, probably here, I guess. We'll have a smaller view of the camera. We'll see. That's something I'm working on, so you'll definitely have to stay tuned for that. So we can get a drink, and then we're gonna go and head down to the Target. All right. I'm back, and hey, it wasn't a bad group. We'll bring it a little closer. Nope. Okay. Well, maybe it won't show up. Anyway, slightly low, but I have 2, 4, 6. I got 7 9s, 1 8, and then 1 7. That if it was just a little higher up, it would have been an 7 8 liner. So not too bad. So one shoot that is going on this weekend nationally for the U.S. is Field Nationals in Darrington. Ooh. I think it's Washington State. But if I'm wrong, it's definitely then Oregon. Either one of those. So I'm pretty sure it's Washington State, though. So that's pretty cool. I think Field has been like a really, it's been a rising star in the archery world. I feel like there's a lot of Olympic recurve shooters that are really getting into it. I think compound's pretty much always been into that. There's been plenty of compound target guys that have shot the field stuff, and then there's plenty of and ASA guys that shoot the field stuff. But I feel like over the last couple of years, I would say since, I don't know, I really started seeing like in 2012, right around the 2012 Olympics, a lot of the Olympic recurve men were going and trying out the field shoots. So I don't know, I feel like it got popular then. It was probably, you know, pretty popular before that, but I feel like for me, that's when I started seeing posts about it, and then it got covered a lot more by USA Archery, and I think even World Archery is covering stuff now. I think they're even supporting or like going to be doing like live stuff for the field. So like field, I think it's like Field Worlds, World Championships. I might have the name wrong, but yeah, it's really cool to see that segment of archery really coming around. That was pretty good. Not quite on that one. The first two, though, that was very nice. Oh, I think I'm gonna try to do or film and put up the review on the K&K Jet 6 vanes probably next weekend. Of course, I got to get that all set up and edited before I go to California for the SoCal Showdown, the USAT event. So I'll definitely be at SoCal Showdown doing video and shooting, but I'm going to try to get that review video up. I wanted to do it sooner, but I have a lot of other people that I'm seeing what their experience was, and then just you know, seeing how it compares to mine. I feel like a broader base of people testing things for you guys, so that you can get you know, an accurate video. But basically, I do like them. I'm sticking with them at this point. But I'll get into all of that in the video. But I want to just put that out there because there were people asking me in some other videos unrelated, you know, when that review was coming out. So I'm working on it. I've come to the conclusion that you don't want to rush reviews, and I feel like more so outside the archery industry, because there's not really that many people doing reviews inside the archery industry. You got to spend time on reviews, especially something that's like archery is an interesting thing, because unlike electronics where it either works or it doesn't, you know, because it's all programming and stuff like that. So the phone or whatever either has it or it doesn't. I feel like archery equipment can work good in certain aspects. Like, you know, it's a nice calm day. Everything's working great. Oh, it's windy now. This piece of equipment doesn't work that great in the wind. I feel like because of how this sport is, there's a lot more elements to it, so things need to be tested, and reviews need to wait until things have been thoroughly tested. Because I think if you rush doing those, you're just wasting other people's time and money, and then you're not being honest. So I want to always make sure that I am, you know, really straightforward with you guys and giving you the, you know, the best information that I can, you I can give at least at that point in time. Oh. All right, yeah. So that echo is probably then from the laptop down here. I'll have to figure out how to disable that then. So hopefully the echo isn't too bad. I'm sorry, and I'll probably have it fixed for the next live stream tomorrow if the weather's good, or whenever the weather's good again, because this is a outdoor live stream, so I need it to not be raining. Ah. Yeah, we snuck that one in there. Moved a little at the end. But yeah, I made it work. Alrighty. There we go. So that finishes up that end. On the way down, I'll Google and see if I can see how to disable this mic on this laptop for you guys. Because, yeah, double audio does suck. So, yeah, let me go pick them up, and I'll be right back. Oh, really? I sound like a robot? Oh, that's cool. I might have to... Well, it's cool, but it's not cool. I'll have to watch the stream over then after I'm done with it and see. But, yeah, I'll get that straightened out, hopefully sooner than later. And I'll be right back and go pick up some arrows. Alright, time to fix my double audio. At least this should fix it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, I'm not too much of a tech guru. So, yeah, we'll work on figuring that out. That'll be my mission. Until then, I guess I'm gonna sound like a robot. All right. Who did you say was at the field shoot? Oh, Brady's there. Okay. All right. Brady's winning. All right. So yeah, this update if no one's keeping track. Brady's winning the field shoot at the moment. Not really a surprise. He's really good at well, he's good at archery in general, but he's also really good at fields. So yeah. Nope, leaning back a little bit there. There we go. There we go. It's a little longer than I wanted. But overall, yeah, practice is going pretty good today, I think. Definitely a big improvement over Thursday and even over yesterday, Friday. So that's the thing with like little form changes and stuff. They're a little rough in the beginning, but as long as you keep at them and you listen to what your coach has to say, you should be in good shape because it's starting to smooth out pretty good for me now. You know, but it did take a couple days, and several hundred arrows, but it's good because you know it's all paying off. I feel like that's where sometimes people run into some issues, where they don't listen to their coach, or they do and then they stop, and then they see their coach again and they listen and then they stop, and I don't think that doing it that way is is the most beneficial for you, and it's probably at some level frustrating from your coach. If your coach is good, they probably won't exactly tell you that they're frustrated. They'll probably tell you, "Have you been practicing?" I'm sure they won't tell you that. If they're a good coach, they won't get mad at you about it, at least directly. They will tell you, so have you been working on the thing that we decided we should work on next week? That might be your hint that oh, maybe you weren't doing you should have tried to fix something else that wasn't discussed during your lesson or whatever that week. So just a something I want to put out there. We'll probably stop the live stream after these arrows. I have been shooting for a while now, and I do all my shooting in blocks. So I'll shoot several times a day, depending on if I have to go to work or whatever. But yeah. Nope. That was that bow arm. So much of the shot, I feel like, is built off of your bow arm staying and holding in the same spot. At least for me, because if I don't hold my bow arm, then I can't get through the shot, and then I'm just I'm holding for too long, and I'm just burning through energy trying to make the shot work. And then it's not usually anywhere near the center of the target. Yep. All right, 4 more arrows. There we go. That'll do the trick as well. Oh. Yeah, the front arm's getting a little tired. I got it. It was 8 or 9 on that one. But yeah, no, oh, actually, believe it or not, I would say, I don't have a scope right in front of me, but I would say most of them are in the gold. So, pretty good last end. So that pretty much wraps up this live stream. Now, I'm doing this every day that it is nice and sunny out, or at least there's just good weather in general. So if it's raining, I cannot do the live stream because my equipment is not waterproof. Well, I'm waterproof and the bow's waterproof, but not the cameras. So I'll be shooting, but not shooting a live stream video. So stay tuned pretty much every day, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I may be a little early, I may be a little late, somewhere right around that time frame though. So if you don't see me on, then it's probably a mess where I'm living. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out and shooting some arrows with, well, I'm shooting the arrows, but hanging out while I shoot some arrows for practice. Hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you so much for being here. And as always, happy shooting, and see you guys on the next live stream.